Hey everyone, welcome back to the vlog. It's Roy again for another episode. Thank you guys for all your support. It's Tuesday night, so we're going to be heading out to Ainakoa. Stopped at home real quick. Going to be doing some shock maintenance, and then we'll be meeting up with the guys. So let's go. Okay, so basically, after we tested at Aloha RC Drift Track, I tested the following week at Ainakoa, and I ran both the shocks that have no oil and the shocks that had the 250 weight oil. And at least for my current settings, I felt that the shocks with 250 weight oil had better traction across both the DRA tires and the DRC tires. So tonight we're going to be switching out the shocks that have no oil. We're going to be trying out the Yokomo 150 weight, and we'll be comparing those to the shocks with the 250 weight. So
China, Brazil, India, Spain, Thailand, USA, USSR, Japan.
okay, so basically right now, because this set of shocks never had any oil in it recently, just going over, double checking that the shaft still slides smoothly. We're going to also double check that the top bladder is still not torn, but everything seems to be okay. And then we're just going to be doing a quick fill and bleed, and we'll be off to the session. So let's get started.
Japan. Round one. Fight you. Fight.
So now that the shocks have been bled and they're full of oil, we're just going to be reassembling. I'm just going to take the cap, put it over here like this, and for me personally, I like to compress the shock as I go through and finish this process. Let it squeeze out any excess oil, and then I'll just wipe off the excess. But yeah, I mean, there's some guys that I know that won't compress it, but I was just always taught to compress it, so that's what I do. And then just going to be putting the spring back on, and lower spring perch. Ready to go. Alrighty, now we're ready to go. Shocks all installed. Feeling pretty good. Can definitely feel the difference between the 250 weight oil and a lot of difference compared to the no oil. But we'll see how they do in track, and I'll see you shortly from Ainakoa. Alright, so just got to Ainakoa. Session looks pretty good tonight. Got a good amount of drivers out. Raymond's back. Put the track up. This past week he wasn't feeling so good, so yeah, pretty cool Mahon style setup tonight. We'll get a couple shots of that, and then we'll jump out. So let's see how this setup does. Alright, so just jumped off the track from testing the 150 weight oil shock. When I first got here, it felt a little loose on the DRA tires, but I'm standing in a different position than how I normally do because the track is kind of reversed tonight. But I switched to the DRC and it definitely felt bitier than anything else I've tried so far. So right now we're gonna switch the shocks back over to the 250 weight oil, and we're gonna just do the same thing, and I'll let you know what it feels like. Track feels pretty good though. Car's still pretty easy to place on the designated clip points that Raymond has laid down, so it's not like it's getting extra tricky to drive or anything like that, but I do feel a difference in both the side grip and the forward bite, even without changing anything else. So testing seems kind of promising right now, but we'll compare it to the 250 weight oil right now. Alright, so just got through testing the second set of shocks with the 250 oil. Definitely can say that the 150 setups felt a little bit grippier, both to the side and forward. But not by that much, surprisingly. But just felt a little bit more nimble on the response out of the car. So we'll probably switch back to that real quick, and we'll see if we can squeeze in a quick adjustment on some preload on the springs, and that should wrap it up for us here tonight. So yeah, I'm gonna make those adjustments real quick and see if we can catch the end of the session.
Three days later.
It is Sunday. We've been testing all week, but I got word earlier today that some guys are headed to Anacoa to go practice. So yeah, just picked up my car from the shop and we're gonna head over there now, see who's out there. Okay, so basically after Tuesday night, I wasn't real sure how to explain what I was feeling with the differences in the shocks. So by chance we ended up testing pretty much Wednesday and Thursday, and now again today. But my conclusion is basically with the thicker oil, the transition on the car is a little bit slower than with the lighter oil. But the main difference in grip that I think I'm feeling is because the shocks rebound slower as well, and that allows the car to remain a bit more settled and the tires to remain a bit more planted, as opposed to before with the no oil, where the car would be bouncing like it would be, you know, if I let go of the throttle, the front would dive, but it would go like this a couple times, and that's essentially making me lose grip. With the oil in the shocks, of course, the front doesn't really dive like how it used to, but the car overall remains a lot more planted. And I think going forward, depending on how many turns the track has, I'll probably keep both sets of shocks, because for a track like you'll see tonight, Alan laid out a track that's got a bit more switchbacks and stuff in it. I think the heavier oil will help with that, just allowing me to drive the car smoother. And then with the tracks that have less of the switchbacks and swoops, is a bit more where you're on throttle the whole time. I think I would like my transitions to be a little bit quicker on tracks like that, so I'll keep that other set of shocks for those. And I also I had to run the Yokomo Type C's or Yokomo DRCs, because the difference that I'm talking about is a real minute feeling, at least on our surface, whether it be on the DRA to DRCs. But at least with the DRC tires on, because in my opinion they're a little bit more sticky, that helped me better feel the difference. So yeah. But hopefully now we'll get us some on-track action for you guys. Got my S14 body out here. I got to put some details on this thing, but otherwise I think we're ready. And yeah, let's get it. Oh, it looks like a pretty good group of guys out here, actually, for as impromptu as this is. Oh, nice. We got some grinds too. Oh yeah, dude. It's gonna be awesome.
China, Brazil, India, Spain, Thailand, USA, USSR, Japan, 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 Japan. Round one. Fight, fight, fight you. Fight.
Hey guys, that's going to be a wrap for this episode of the Team Saiko RC Drift vlog. I just got home from the session a little while ago. We would like to thank Alan from Hyperdrift for laying out the track tonight, and also thank you to the drivers that brought out food and drinks to the session. They were great. We have a lot more content coming for you soon. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks.